Hello and welcome. Welcome, new viewers. I am about to go live stream sewing for little Dawn. I'm using this little one here as a sample. I'll take her dress out later, but first of all, I want to talk about, while we're waiting for a couple of people to come in, is this is a metallic brocade, and you can see here by the edge it does fray a lot. This is the back, and it doesn't have a double look. It's more like a knit, but it is definitely lame brocade. So you can see right here, the best way to use this, I will show you. I use tulle and I baste it in, sew it, and that helps us. The other fabric that I'm going to be using is this very slinky. Look at how slinky this is. Best way to show you is by putting my hand, and you can see the fold. This is a medium heavy metallic fabric. This one right here is a very slinky material. It's very hard to cut. You can see right here by the way I put my hand how it moves. It is very shiny and it is stretchy, and it does not stretch as much on the other, but it does stretch. It stretches more on one side than the other. So we're going to be using this fabric. And the third one is another shiny fabric, and it is knit. It's like a warm knit material. It's medium thickness. And let me show you here the shine. I am doing this during natural daylight, and you can see how shiny it is. And the back of this, it's like a fuzzy knit material here. You can see. And let me show you the stretch. And the stretch this way. So it doesn't stretch that much. It basically stretches like a t-shirt, but it is very shiny. You can see the brocade here, so I'm going to be using that as well. So I'm going to move them to the side and get going. I have the pieces already cut. This one was very hard, as you can see, because of how thin it is. It is thin and it is stretchy. So going on, I will be using, let me see here. I am using McCall's pattern 2970 mini fashion wardrobe for 6.5-inch dolls. Dawn is 6 inches. Let's measure her here. Alright, let's measure her here for everybody to see. Well, she is 6.5 right there. So, yep. I always say 6 inches, so she's definitely 6.5. And I will be sewing this fun vest, the fun pants, the blouse. I'm going to be making this dress in that lovely metallic brocade, but we're going to be doing it right around here, right just a little bit under her fingers, at Shirley Temple. And that is it. And I am sewing my handmade tights. So here is the pattern that I did. It's different to what it is in the, let me show you how I adjusted this. So this is very necessary for all new beginners to know and understand that you can go ahead, once you have this, you can either buy this or you can make it your own. Here is the pattern for the dress, and I adjusted this to a mini skirt. So let me put it here. And I also adjusted it smaller. So basically, if you want to do this, this is where the pattern goes. I made it a little bit higher. And the reason why I made it higher is because metallic brocade needs an extra room. And that's because we don't want to sew too much on the edge. We want to give the actual room allowance when we're sewing. So I went ahead and cut it, and I am going to be using the bottom part of the material. I think it's fancy. Let me know what you think. So there is the pattern. So I'm moving this aside, and we are going to get started. And I like to see the edge just so you can see by design what the pattern looks like. The pattern has a dress, the halter top dress, a full-on dress. We're going to be making this long sleeve, the pants, and where's the vest? I don't see the vest here. How funny. That is interesting. Oh, this must be the vest right here, but we're looking at it in the back part. So yeah, we're looking at this by the back. So this is actually the vest. And there is a pattern for panties and a cloak. So we're getting started, and I'm going to sew the dress first. Here are the tights that we're going to be doing. That's 1 and 2. So I'm going to move this along and get started with the dress and the tulle. Let's go and get going. I hope that we are in the right let me see here. I hope that we're looking at this. If it's not in the correct way, because it says to rotate here, let me know if this is not showing properly, if there is a block here. So I'm going to get started, and I'm only going to do the dress because I am afraid that the camera changed the rotation here because it says rotate device. So I'm going to go ahead and end this now and use this video as a what to do with the fabric, and we're going to start another live stream. So let me move this aside so that I can end this.